The next morning we waited for our Shinkansen to Kyoto. At the station we picked up a few momiji manju as a go-to snack. Momiji manju are a specialty in Hiroshima, especially on Miyajima. They are a sweet pastry made with fluffy dough, traditionally filled with red bean paste. But they are available in various other flavors as well. After arriving in Kyoto, we brought our luggage to the hotel. Then we set off to catch the train to visit one of Kyoto's most famous shrines. Some of you may have already seen it on social media. Of course, I'm talking about the Fushimi Inari Taisha. I already visited the shrine back in 2019 during my first trip to Japan. For my father, it will be the first time today. Some of you might have heard warnings or recommendations from other YouTubers advising against visiting the shrine. I will be uploading a separate video about this soon. But why are there even such warnings out there? Kyoto is suffering from a significant over-tourism issue. Many locals are increasingly frustrated by crowded buses, disrespectful behavior, and litter on the streets. If you don't feel that Kyoto is an absolute must-see on your trip, and you prefer not to be around other tourists, I would also recommend either avoiding Kyoto or visiting quieter, less famous places there. If visiting Kyoto is something you absolutely want to experience once in your life, then go for it. Kyoto is worth it. Please make sure to research beforehand on how to behave respectfully, so that others can continue to enjoy these incredible places in the future too. There will also be a video on this soon. Anyway, let's take a closer look to the shrine grounds. At Fushimi Inari Taisha you will notice not only the beautiful red torii gates, but also various fox statues along your path. To understand the role the foxes play, I should first explain what exactly is worshipped at Fushimi Inari. As the name suggests, Inari is worshipped here, but what exactly is Inari? Inari is a well-known kami. Kami is a word that is sometimes translated into God, but it can also mean a spirit of the past time. In Japanese Shintoism there are a lot of different kami, and each one of them is worshipped for different things. Inari in this case is the kami of rice harvest, prosperity, commerce and fertility. Therefore, Inari offers protection for farmers, merchants and is also commonly associated with prosperity and business success. The foxes, also known as kitsune, serve as messengers on behalf of Inari. In Japanese mythology, they are described as having the ability to shapeshift and act as mediators between the human world and the spirit world. That's why you'll often see fox statues holding objects in their mouths, symbolizing their role as messengers. But what about the significance of the torii gates? In Shinto, a torii marks the transition between our worldly realm and the sacred world of the kami. Passing through a torii means entering the shrine's sacred space. The red color symbolizes vitality, energy and purity, and is also seen as a protective color. Traditionally, the red color was made from cinnabar, which also had a protective effect against decay and negative energy. So a red torii is quite fitting for Inari. Each torii at Fushimi Inari was donated by followers of Shintoism, who are often business people. People are donating torii gates to thank Inari for prosperity or success they've already made, or to pay for future success. Therefore, the symbols on the torii gates contain the names of the donors or entire companies. Today, visitors are coming from all over the world, not only for the spiritual reasons, but also for a long hike with a beautiful mountain view of Kyoto as a reward, or for that one Instagram shot. If you wanted one photo of you with all the red torii gates and without any other people, you have to come really early here in the morning. Or try this tip instead. Not everyone makes it all the way up to the mountain. Once they reach the first observation platform, they see that they have only completed half of the journey. At this point, most people give up and turn back after visiting a few souvenir shops. From this point on, there are fewer and fewer people along the path. So even later in the day, there is still an opportunity for you to take a good photo. Be sure not to miss the small side paths during your visit. They sometimes lead to mysterious spots. These places can also provide as a beautiful backdrop for a photo. One matter close to my heart remains. I previously mentioned disrespectful behavior. Unfortunately, Fushimi Inari is no longer an exception. Visitors carve their initials into the bamboo, or even do pull-ups at the torii gates of other Inari shrines. The more tourists come, the more strange and poorly behaved people we sadly see as well. I know this isn't representative of most foreign tourists. Still, I would kindly ask you to avoid drawing negative attention during your visit and to speak up if you observe such behavior. You should also bring enough time with you. The whole tour up and down the mountain can take 2 to 3 hours. If you are in good condition and don't stop or use any of the side paths on your way, you could also make it in half of the time. Also, high respect to my father on this point. He bravely climbed all those stairs after several days of walking from one attraction to another. This might look easy on video, but doing this hike all the way up isn't an easy thing to do. But the good news are, they have placed several vending machines on the way. We also stopped for some matcha ice cream sandwiches. Unfortunately, the weather kept going worse, and a storm was about to hit. So we decided to take refuge in a traditional restaurant, sitting on the tatami floor and ordering warm drinks and hot udon soup. It was definitely the right decision, as shortly afterward, the world outside seemed to disappear in the storm. When the rain eased a bit, we headed back, as the weather remained unpredictable.
OMG, time flies pretty fast. Mom told me no one's everlasting. 5, 4, 3, step out of the nest. Let's first start straight away. I don't wanna waste my time complaining. I don't wanna trade places, but no one ever beats my eyes shut down. For I realize while the real minute I'm living. I don't wanna shit, no, I don't want it, no, no. All I want is live, love, cause we never know. Life's too short to be taken for granted. Funny how it all looks different. We got used to this new normal. I see everyone so distant, pretending to be fine alone. But I've learned to be more patient and stop judging the book when it's covered. OMG, time flies pretty fast. Mom told me no one's everlasting. 5, 4, 3, step out of the nest. Let's first start straight away. I don't wanna waste my time complaining. I don't wanna play dirty to win it. Life beats my eyes shut down. For I realize all the real minute of living. I don't want this shit, no, I don't want it, no, no. All I want is live, love, cause we never know. Life's too short to be taken for granted. Have you ever thought of the dead ones? I bet they wish they had a few more time to finish the race, to fix their mistakes, to change the fate, a different mindset. I bet they wish a second chance. OMG, time flies pretty fast. Mom told me no one's everlasting. 5, 4, 3, step out of the nest. Let's first start straight away. I don't wanna waste my time complaining. I don't wanna trade places, but no one ever beats my eyes shut down. For I realize while the real minute I'm living. I don't wanna shit, no, I don't want it, no, no. All I want is live, love, cause we never know. Life's too short to be taken for granted.
After our visit at Fushimi Inari Taisha, we went directly to our next destination, a visit at the Kiyomizu Dera temple. This temple is also one of Kyoto's most famous buildings and is also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The history of this place dates back to the year 778. The temple is closely associated with Kannon. Kannon stands for compassion in Buddhism and is worshipped in many forms throughout Japan. The central statue in the temple is the 11-faced and 1,000-armed Kannon statue, symbolizing compassion reaching in all directions. The wooden Kiyomizu stage carries a rather grim past. In earlier times it was believed that a jump from the wooden platform of the temple would grant one's wishes, provided that they survive for the next 10 years after the leap. Today, such actions are of course strictly prohibited, but the saying to take a leap from Kiyomizu Dera still exists, symbolizing the act of making a bold decision. Kiyomizu Dera translates to Pure Water Temple. One legend tells that the temple's founder Enshin discovered a clear bubbling spring in the area, which was considered sacred. This water was so pure and clear that it was regarded as a divine source. The water flowing from the 3 streams of the Otowa Waterfall is believed to hold special significance. with each stream representing something different: health, longevity, and success in love. It is said that the temple was built at this location to protect the sacred water and to promote the worship of Kannon. Visitors can drink from one of the 3 streams to wish for one of these qualities in their own lives. The temple grounds also invite several visits throughout the year. In spring, cherry blossoms bloom here, and in autumn the maple trees turn a scarlet red, making it a popular destination for seasonal visits. We were not so lucky that day. The cherry blossom season in this year was a bit late, because of the low temperature situation during the past weeks. The weather was also quite surprising. The rain suddenly changed into snow. And the sun also came out along with the first cherry blossoms. Rain, sun, snow, cherry blossoms and blue skies. We simply had it all. On our way back, we walked through all the beautiful streets in front of the temple. Here you can shop for all kinds of souvenirs, traditional crafts, or local snacks. After sunset, we made our way to a Yaki Niku restaurant. At Yaki Niku, you can grill the ordered meat directly at your table. We also had nomi hodai, which means all you can drink. Thanks to a lemon-shaped tap at our table, we could drink as much lemon sour as we wanted for 1 hour. After an hour, the waiter will come to your table and ask if you want to extend for another hour. So we ate and drank a lot, and it was really delicious. When flames appeared, we had to put them out with ice cubes. This was all for today's vlog. If you liked today's video, please give a thumb up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hope to see you again next time. Bye!
Thank you.